Hello and welcome back to Barca Admirers. Today's episode brings you the daily news roundup as well as the transfer updates and rumors about Barcelona collected throughout the day. So make sure you watch this video till the very end without skipping to stay updated about your club. Also, if you're new to our channel, then please subscribe to us and hit that bell icon to stay notified. Now that's enough talk, let's get straight to the point without any further delay. For today's first news roundup, Spanish outlet Mundo Deportivo have claimed in their report that the majority of people within the club feel like betting on Xavi as the manager is the right choice should Koeman get the sack in the upcoming days, while President Laporta prefers him to coach the B team first. The names of Mikel Arteta and Roberto Martinez are also being studied. Moving on to the next news update, according to a report by Sport, the dressing room is surprised by Ronald Koeman's words about the quality of the squad after their win over Eibar, especially because a day before he had asked for respect. Moving on to the next news update, various Spanish publications Sport and Mundo Deportivo have reported that the sporting area of Barcelona will begin the steps to finding exits for more than 10 players and a key signing will be announced in the next week. The club plans to speak with all the agents of the players who Barcelona want to sell or lower their wages. More contacts for Dembele's renewal will be established and Messi's renewal talks will be advanced further. Catalan outlets such as RAC1 and Catalunya Radio have reported the same thing. Several key meetings are scheduled to be held in this week between the management and the players' representatives. Tomorrow at 10 AM CET, the first ones will commence. The club will begin to communicate to certain players that they are absolutely not in next year's plans and that they have to look for a way out. For the next one, Mundo Deportivo have claimed that this week is also a key week for Juan Miranda's future. Barcelona reserve a renewal option until 2023 on the player and it is likely to be activated soon in order to loan him to Real Betis for another season. For the next news update, top-tier journalist Gabriel Sanz has reported that Barcelona do not want to get rid of Ousmane Dembele this summer and will contact his agent shortly to discuss a new deal. They are delighted with his new version and the player feels important and comfortable as well. The club considers him essential in the new project and wants to resume negotiations for his contract renewal in the upcoming days. But if the player does not agree to a wage reduction, he will be dealt with strictly. Up next, we have another report by Mundo Deportivo. It states that Samuel Umtiti has been placed on the transfer list by Barcelona, but the player refuses to leave this season. His entourage have confirmed that the player is only thinking about his next season at the club. He feels capable and ready to fight for his spot. Next up, we have confirmation by Spanish outlet Sport that the meeting between President Joan Laporta and manager Ronald Koeman is expected to take place tomorrow to communicate his future, even though it will be complicated for him to continue. For the next one, Mundo Deportivo reports that Miralem Pjanic has decided to leave Barcelona if Ronald Koeman continues to be the coach in the next season as well. Pjanic dreams to succeed at Barcelona, but he is not willing to accept a secondary role. Next up, we have official confirmation. Luis Enrique has released the squad for Spain's Euro campaign. Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, Eric Garcia and Pedri Gonzalez have been all called up by the Spaniard for the Euro 2020, while also it is the first time in history that no player from Real Madrid has been called up to represent Spain. There are 6 La Masia graduates named in Spain's national team squad for the Euros. Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, Eric Garcia, Adama Traore, Dani Olmo and Thiago Alcantara. For the following news update, journalist Ferran Martinez reports that Barcelona are mass hunting talented youth players from Espanyol. Barca have already agreed terms with 6 youngsters from their city rivals, including Ferran Youthlia. The only thing remaining is the signature. Next up, Mundo Deportivo reports that Barcelona want to extend Ilaix Moriba's contract, which expires in 2022. Moriba has recently joined a new agency, meaning that Barcelona can now officially start negotiations. For the next news update, ESPN reports that Jordi Krayoff will be meeting Joan Laporta this week to discuss his arrival at the club. Cryuff is still the head coach of Shenzhen FC, but his contract includes a clause that would allow him to return to Barcelona for free if he is offered the sporting director role. However, if Cryuff accepts a different role, Shenzhen could be due compensation. Up next, Catalonia Radio has brought some good news as Barcelona have renewed their link with UNICEF for an additional year without any financial compensation. More than a club, that's Barcelona. For the next one, Spanish outlet El Mundo reports that Barcelona and Neymar have entered negotiations to settle their economic and contractual differences in the court. Up next, we have a report by Sky Sports that states that Bayern Munich are in talks with Georginio Wijnaldum over a free transfer in this summer. Barcelona have been interested in the player in the past, and it looks like the Catalans won't land him this summer. Now that's everything we had for the news section. Moving on to the transfer updates, the signings of Sergio Aguero, Memphis Depay and Eric Garcia will all be completed in this week according to a report by Catalonia Radio. Onda Cero reports that the signing of Aguero will be officially announced after the Champions League final on Saturday. Catalonia Radio also claims that Sergio Aguero has told all his Manchester City teammates that he is indeed going to join Barcelona. Fabrizio Romano reports that Aguero's salary at Barca will be just over 5 million euros net every season. His contract will be signed until 2023. Fabrizio also reports that there is a bonus mentioned in Aguero's contract in case he wins the Champions League with Barcelona in the next 2 seasons. As for Depay, Romano reports that Barcelona's idea is to get their hands on the Dutch forward by any means possible, regardless of whether Ronald Koeman continues as the manager next season or not. Former Barcelona legend and Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola broke down in tears while speaking to the press about Sergio Aguero. He said that Aguero is close to agreeing a deal with the club of his heart, Barcelona. He is going to play alongside the best player of all time, Messi. He is pretty sure that Aguero is going to enjoy and make Pep's club Barcelona even stronger. He also added that a legend like Aguero is completely irreplaceable at his club. Next up, we have an outrageous claim by Catalonia Radio. They say that Matheus Fernandes does not want to leave Barcelona this summer despite receiving almost no playing time at the club so far in his career. But it's not just Matheus Fernandes. Catalonia Radio also reports that most players currently don't even consider leaving this summer. Neto and Braithwaite are the only ones who prioritize playing and are open to finding a way out. I mean, it definitely makes sense, doesn't it? If I was making a truckload of cash every year by doing nothing or at best the bare minimum, I wouldn't want to leave either. No surprise that these ineffective and deadweight players that have been given huge contracts to simply underperform year after year do not want to leave. Bartomeu has certainly run this club to the ground, and it now looks like that Laporta will have to force these guys out to cleanse Barcelona of the dirt that they are carrying around. For the next transfer update, according to a report by Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona are attentive to Ajax centre-back Lisandro Martinez, as it seems increasingly difficult to sign Pau Torres from Villarreal this summer. Martinez's price would be around 25 million euros. It is also not ruled out that a player could enter the deal to make the operation more affordable. Next up, we have a report by Sport. It says that Barcelona like 26-year-old Atalanta left-back Robin Gosens a lot and are also looking at goalkeeper Leo Jardim to cover the likely departure of Neto as the backup goalkeeper. Next up, ESPN reports that Southampton have asked Barcelona about the situation of Junior Firpo, but the English team will have to fight with several Serie A teams if they want to sign this left-back of Barcelona. Moving on to the next transfer update, according to a report by Spanish publication Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona are intent on strengthening their B team roster ahead of the next season and have identified several transfer targets for the summer, with Sergio Carrera of Celta Vigo popping up on their radars. Now that's everything we have for today's episode. I hope you guys found this video informative. If you enjoyed it, then please subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to turn on the post notifications. We post interesting content like this every single day. On our last episode, we asked for 300 likes and you guys totally destroyed that thumbs up button. So now we have decided to bump up the target in today's episode to 350 likes. Please, Coolers, get us to 350 likes on this video as well. On top of that, we have decided to give away official Barcelona merchandise to 2 of our dedicated subscribers once we hit 5,000 subs on YouTube. So make sure you share this channel's link with your like-minded Blaugrana friends and ask them to subscribe to us as well. Also, make sure you check out all our other social media handles on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Now that's enough for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Visca el Barça, Visca el Catalunya.